Good morning, family. You guys can probably tell from the sound of my voice, I'm still sick. I ended the last video by telling you guys I had a cold. I'm day number 6 now. It's rough. Just now getting back out for a nice beach walk this morning. Let's start off today by talking about the new rules for booze that are supposed to kick in starting November 8th. It does appear like those are going to kick in, but the Prime Minister has instructed his legislative branch to write a new law. And that law would mean no sales restrictions, everything can stay open until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in ditch. I'ma kill all you rappers, I'ma aim with precision. They was rocking with your...
Now, we have to proceed with caution on this because this is Thailand, and like any other government on the planet, they can change their mind. The legislation needs to be written, it needs to be voted on, it needs to be passed, and then it needs to be published in the Royal Gazette. But they are trying to get this done before January 1st.
Working out, looking like a Barbie.
Fingers crossed.
Kid better not red boy like Cardi.
Tide is way up. Definitely a flood tide. It's been a while since I've seen it this high. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera around, you get a better idea. Normally I can walk across this, it's only about knee deep. It looks significantly higher today. Let's see if this gentleman's gonna have a go. Yeah, I think he thought about it and then decided maybe not. So I put myself into isolation, quarantined in my bedroom for a good 3 days while I tried to recover from whatever it is that I had. And I just started watching a bunch of YouTube, Pattaya-oriented YouTube. And my God, some of the content out there. I took some clips. Maybe I'll go back and I'll throw them into this video and throw a little narration on top. I don't want to hate on anybody, but man, there are some characters coming into this town. And generally, to be honest with you, I put YouTube videos out, but I don't watch a lot of just the independent content creators. I primarily stick to the big boys, you know, Rogan and Danny Jones and those guys. But yeah, after 24 hours of that, I needed new content, so I just started browsing through whatever was local.
Hey guys, Asian Insider, #1 travel website in the world. #1 travel website in the world. So basically, I'm here in beautiful Pattaya, Thailand. I'm at the base. The base is like $40 a night.
The dude's got 3 or 4 rented Russians in a $30 hotel room. Condo hotel. It's edge of the base, one of those. Okay, buddy.
So, you always want to, we have a pretty good view, and you always want to read the reviews because you can come back in here. So some of the reviews are bad. This one, the check-in process, it was great. So
if you think that video is interesting, you should read through the comments. Because I could stand here and hate on the guy, but you got to give him credit for the marketing, right? Came into town, got a $40 hotel room. Somehow he sourced 3 what appear to be Eastern European models to hang out in the apartment. I'm gonna guess they were in there for about as long as it took him to shoot the video. Although, what do I know? Maybe he was downtown, maybe he was out having a cocktail, ran into these 3 young ladies, they all fell in love, and they came back and hung out with him in that apartment for the entire week. You never know.
And the bed's pretty comfortable. It's a bit firm.
One of the videos I was watching, the gentleman was, obviously he wasn't here in town. I'm guessing he had come on vacation and now he's got a channel focused on this area. Nothing wrong with that. But he started this discussion about whether or not he's gonna open a bar here. I'm like, oh, now I gotta watch this. When I first moved over here, I was fully intent on opening a bar here. That was the whole plan. Come in, open a big bar. Just never happened. Once you start digging into the financials here and looking at profit margins, margins on beer especially, and this is primarily a beer town, you're not going to sell margaritas, Long Island iced teas, cocktails in any sort of number. So most of your profit's going to have to get generated off of beer. And this is also one of the cheapest towns in all of Thailand to walk into a bar and buy a beer. Opening a bar in Bangkok or Phuket, I feel like you've got more of a fighting chance. Problem is, I don't want to live in Bangkok and I don't want to live in Phuket. The other factor is I don't work for free. I don't want to open a bar, be chained to it 50, 60 hours a week and not have some revenue coming in to at least compensate myself for running the bar. That's basic knowledge, right? Who wants to work for free? There are, however, people that come over and they just want a bar to have one and they really don't care whether it makes money or not. Listen, as long as it's not killing me financially, it's kind of like my pet project. And going in with that mentality, that's a whole different ballgame.
I think the question was along the lines of, should the Owl open the Owl Bar in 2026? Yes or no?
But coming over here to have a viable business, one that can sustain itself, one that can put some money in your pocket, repay the investment that you put into it, you have to take a real hard look before diving in.
If we go ahead with this, and again, it's just talks at the minute, I won't be investing a penny of my own money. It will be the investor who wants to buy or rent this space for a bar themselves. They want to do that for their own reasons.
We've come close. I mean, I've gotten close on probably 3 different buildings that I've looked at, to the point where we're actually sitting down, talking about money. I'm reviewing the existing lease. I'm requesting to have a meeting with the landlord. And then you get to the conversation of, hey, show me your numbers. The real numbers, the audited numbers. Like, what are you guys actually doing here on a monthly, quarterly, yearly basis? That's where things get touchy generally.
You know, I want the bar to be successful. I want the owner to make money and be happy with their investment.
Okay, so Mr. Owl wants somebody to build him a bar. He'll have no investment in it. Now, how much is he going to want on the back end? He's going to do this for free?
But of course, for promoting it, supporting it, getting behind it, then I'd like, of course, to take my percentage and maybe a monthly figure.
So essentially, Mr. Owl wants somebody to build or buy him a bar. He's not going to invest any money in it. He'll be the promoter manager. I'm not sure whether he's expecting to draw a salary from said business. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at the guy. Maybe there is somebody out there that wants to be a silent partner and wants to have a bar in Pattaya, and there you go. I'd be hesitant. The guy doesn't live here. At least it doesn't appear that he lives here. Most of his videos are from his apartment, but hey, to each their own. But yeah, again, going in and opening a bar in this town, be careful. Be extremely careful. The leases can be very dodgy. And again, just kind of go through the revenue and figure out whether or not you're actually going to walk home at the end of the day with anything in your pocket. I see it every day. I mean, I see guys building bars here that are $300,000-$400,000 worth of club or bar, and I'm looking at it going, and you're selling 80 baht beer out of there? Maybe bar is not the correct term. Maybe laundromat would be the correct term. I don't know. To each their own. No, there are bars here that I'm fairly sure are profitable. I haven't seen any financials. I'm just going by my 35 odd years in restaurant, retail, and hospitality. But I would say Tiffany Bar at the foot of Soi 6, they're turning a profit. I mean, that bar's busy from sunset until whenever they close, 2 o'clock in the morning. I would say Mini Bar on Soi Lanky, which is a fucking brilliant idea. Little trailer converted into a bar. He's got 1 bartender and 1 girl that makes hamburgers and french fries. His little table's out in front. all night long, packed, really good people watching. I'd say Trenchtown is probably making some money, especially off of their Soy Buakaw location. Again, this is pure conjecture on my part. I could be way off of my mark. But just from the bars that I go into in town, the bars that I look at, I would say that those three are good examples of how to make money in this town. Low payroll. I'm not convinced at all that having girls, short time rooms, that type of thing makes any money here. The girls are not cheap. You're looking at some of the girls in here are making $20,000 every 10 days. You got 10 girls standing in front of your bar and it's 200,000 baht in payroll every 10 days. You better sell a hell of a lot of beer, and those short time rooms had better be full constantly. And from what I've seen, probably, God, I gotta edit that out. There's no way I could put that on YouTube. Hey, did you just hear me? Is that a... Big Boss is always like, you have to be careful. You forget you're not talking to the boys on the private channel. You're talking on YouTube. The second you start talking about girls, it always gets you in trouble. All right, anyways, that's my thought on bars. Now we've had it. Let's move on. I've been living out here for 3 years. I still walk down here and go, it is hard to believe this is only 10, 15 minutes from downtown Pattaya. It's like an alternate universe, right? It's good to be back down the beach. And by the way, the weather is finally broke. It's nice and cool out this morning. Windows in the house are all open. No AC units on. Love it this time of the year. Everyone's coming down for their beach walk. I need to stop doing videos. I used to be able to come down here and have the whole beach to myself. Now we've even got Farangs down here. It's not because of me. The whole area is starting to become more popular. So the other thing that was going on while I was sick, I've got a friend down the Caribbean who's moving over here. She's gonna live down in Phuket, but she's like, I wanna do what you do. You want to have a website that you tell guys about all these great places that they can go to and fall in love and other things? I'm not sure that would work for you. She goes, no, I want to do the same thing, but I want to do a family-friendly version of it. I don't think they should bring their wives. She started laughing. She says, you know what I'm talking about. So I built this whole, basically a template website, domain name, social media accounts, set it up, sent it over to her. And then, of course, after I spend 3 days on it, she calls me and she's like, I can't come this year. I've got a job working full-time on a boat. So I'm going to keep it. Family-friendly version of International Men of Leisure. Incoming. I think you guys are going to dig it. I won't show it to you until it's done, but we've been working on it together in the house. It's actually kind of fun because of this one, I've been able to sit down with Londa and go, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? The other site, not so much. If you don't know what I'm talking about, wait, we've got to put our plug in. If you're a single guy out traveling this incredible planet, come over and join the guys at Whiskey and Rum International Men of Leisure. It's all guy stuff. You'll love it. Private chat groups, forums, and destination guides focused on all of these places that we like to visit. I used to catch a fair amount of flack about the guys' site. And the way I always talk about it is like, look, over the last 20 years, us guys have had everything basically stripped away. We don't have any good comedies anymore. You can't have guy talk out in public. I mean, it's basically hush hush. So our little guys group gives us the chance to be guys. We talk in our private chat groups. We have a lot of fun when we're out traveling together. I don't feel bad about it for a second, but the new site definitely is going to be for those guys that have gone out there and found themselves a new girlfriend, have a new family, and they want to go and experience the family side to this town. And I definitely think there's a niche here for it. One last thing, if you do come into town and end up getting a head cold, go into 7-Eleven and get one of these things. Basically, you unscrew the top, sniff on it. It's like menthol, mints, maybe eucalyptus. I don't know, but it clears your sinuses almost immediately. I just had a buddy over here a month ago that took like 20 of these things home. Don't worry, they're not illegal, but I don't know that you can get these back home. I think like 60, 70 baht. Yeah, comes in handy. All right, everyone, that's a video. Hope everyone is doing better back home. No colds, no flu. Until next time, Danny signing off. I'll see you guys soon.